Good afternoon, all ye who listen. I am Father Jebediah Forson, not to be confused with Foreskin. Welcome to Dungeon-Eels, a live play podcast set in the Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition world. A tale of some not-so-good people, depending on what side of the coin you are, just trying to make a living, gone wrong. Barton, a hearty dwarf with a drinking problem, played by Richard Palmer. Jebediah, a young priest sworn to a thieving god, played by Jordan Neesmith. Galadar, a high elf that scares the ever-living shit out of even me, played by Lorenzo Saunders. And our fantastic GM, Jared Johnson.
So I think we should start with some character introductions. First off, our GM for this event, JJ, introduce yourself.
I'm new. I'm GM. I'm new in town. Heard you had a sister.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this
The world
adventure we're going to be going on?
Should I read the introduction?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the introduction. The striking fortress town of Uberschreik is situated between the gloomy gray mountains and the depths of the Reichwald forest. The town guards the Grey Lady Pass through to Betonia, and is one of the busiest trading centers of the Empire. A mighty dwarf-built bridge that spans the red waters of the River Typhel stands at its center. This impressive crossing connects important trade roads from across the Empire and beyond. However, for all of its importance, Uberschreik is in turmoil. Sigismund von Jungfraud, its former duke, was recently stripped of his title by the Emperor for uncertain reasons. Those perceived as too loyal to the old duke were removed from office, leaving a power vacuum that is yet to be filled. Soldiers from the distant capital of Altdorf now patrol the town and the surrounding province. This steers deep resentment from the suspicious locals. Nevertheless, life continues unabated, and you find yourselves in Uberschreik bustling Market Square on a glorious spring morning, searching for a decent breakfast, unless there's something else you would rather buy.
Larry, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I, the black sheep of the group. I, the high elf, but true name, Galadar. Born as an artificer, but also between that of a wizard. I exist within the realm to take it as far as I can.
Awesome. And your name in real life?
Of course, yes. Larry R. Saunders. A local from around here. You know, some people know me. Others I wish didn't know me, but you know how life is. Full of surprises.
Awesome. Now, Richard, why don't you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
About myself and my character.
Both.
Well, I'm Richard. We're playing the character Barton Karn. I really don't know much about myself. I don't know much about my character, to be honest.
What are you? You're
Obviously, I'm a dwarf, but I'm a very, very strange dwarf. Just growing on the high sides. 5'8" dwarf.
He's fucking tall. He's taller than my character. I'm human, and he's taller than me.
Yeah, kind of unusual, but I'll take it. I can use that advantage.
And your name in real life, my friend?
I'm Richard.
Alright.
Said it a couple times. I hope I heard.
Alright. My name, I am Jordan. Jordan Neesmith. I will be playing a human priest named Jebediah Forson.
Very strange.
Almost sound like foreskin. I thought that's what you said the first couple times.
Jebediah Foreskin. They call me Father Foreskin.
Russian religion is a thing in this world, like, well, you know, Jewish, so they probably have Foreskin will mean nothing. Like foreskin, nice. Like,
healthy.
like,
Sorry.
just so you kind of know where you guys are going. You guys are in the Uberstrike's bustling market square on a glorious spring morning, searching for a decent breakfast, unless there's something else you'd rather buy.
So we're at the market square
of Uberstrike, the fortress town.
Oh,
it's bustling.
Do we know each other ahead of time?
No. You're all in. Well, I guess you're two technically met, right? Unless that's not
canon.
The story of Bart and Jeb is a short tale, born of Jeb's drunken stupor, and a chance encounter with a dwarf. A fight was in the making, and when Jebediah had his chance, he swung with a right hook, and promptly shit his pants. After collapsing on the floor in a pile of his own filth, torn with guilt and overall confusion, Barton took him in and fled from the angry bartender.
Yeah, I was drunk, shit my pants.
He had a canoe, I believe.
I had a canoe?
I think so. Isn't that how you got there?
Fucking choice.
I'll take it.
Both of you, having been kicked out of the tavern after the incident, decided to continue down the river till you made it to Uberstrike the next morning. And that's
so I gave him a ride on my canoe?
Yeah, you were kind of stuck. He was passed out. And
Are you sure it's a canoe then?
Yeah. A canoe.
It's very small.
Canoes have two people, you know.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I was thinking of a kayak.
Yes, super.
My bad.
It'd be a very rickety
It's a dwarf
ride.
kayak.
That's why I was very confused. I was like, was there even canoes back then?
So it's just a very small kayak.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, so you made it to Uberstrike off the river and you wandered into the bustling town square. Or marketplace.
Barton. Jebediah.
I suppose Larry's character also. I forgot the name.
Larry, what's your name?
Galadar.
Galadar, I assume it just kind of wandered in from where, I don't know.
What reason would you be at the market,
Yeah.
Larry?
I was hired by the Empire to seek a clan. A party, so to speak. And this is where the party name will come in, I think.
You were sent to have a party seeked out? Like,
Yes.
get a party, or...
Yes. Badlands or whatever. I forgot what
We can't afford to give you the good soldiers, so you have to go to the peasant lands.
Of course. Well, at least I can buy a lot.
Okay, so you're just scouting for people? Okay. Okay, then I guess, let's set the
Decided I'll
scene,
throw-
JJ.
Throw fatigue cards at all you guys.
Why?
Because
You said you're looking for breakfast.
Yeah, we're looking
Oh.
for breakfast.
I think one of you has a sack of lunch.
It's Larry.
That's not me,
So,
I don't think.
I'll just take that if you
I
just
got-
want to eat your lunch.
I got a flask of spirits.
I've got,
Yeah. Rich's lunch is alcohol.
Exactly.
I've got
Brought my rum
2
with
sheets
me,
of paper. 2.
Go ahead.
Oh. Sorry.
I don't know what kind of check that would be. Some kind of so you don't choke
On the paper?
Yeah. Do you have an old one of your player sheets I can look at, and so I can look it through all the tests I can?
Yeah, of course. Of course, Father.
Use the die of the lich.
I don't know if I want to.
Why don't you
I
die?
actually have like a rule guide at home for this specific die, and so it could either grant you immortality or the worst horrible thing in your existence, depending on where you land. And 1 and 20 have special things, so you have a 50% of getting one or the other.
Oh,
so
jeez.
yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, that paper eating would be a toughness test.
yes, all of these have different like things. Some of them you have to roll a couple of times to find out like if something happens, like you get a mutation,
Could I
what sort of mutation you get and where.
Should I argue a cool test so that I could try to look cool while scarfing it down?
You have to test both. Test them
So-
both. We'll see it.
so-
Or
what
rather than
happened-
I try to like calm my nerves enough to not, or my muscles enough to not like start.
Wait, so what happens when he rolls good for cool, but he rolls bad for
So then
Toughness.
he
He's
won't
just
successfully swallow the paper, but somehow play it off as cool. Like he's like, oh,
No, like he ends
You know,
up
like,
choking on the paper, but he looks cool doing
puts
it.
it in his pocket.
How do you how do you play off looking cool while you're choking?
He'll figure it out. I guess that's my job. He chokes, but immediately hacks it into his hand and slides into his pocket so no one notices.
Just like wad it like a paper swan. I'm just like, yeah. So, what reason would we be here? Obviously, we're getting breakfast, but
You know, do you have that?
put me in the position of Barton.
Having to take care of your ass?
Yeah, like I was like drunk off my ass, fucking shit my pants.
God, I am younger than you.
You know, did we ever change your
I
pants
did a
or clean
conversion.
you up? Or did you
Dude,
just
I'm like-
pass
That's
out?
a good point. We're gonna have to go ahead and assume that
So are
didn't.
you over here still in your dirty britches? Or
Yeah.
JJ, no. Come on, bud. I would have changed. I've got to change clothes in my inventory.
What?
I gotta change my clothes. We're both the same height, so I mean,
Even
like,
though I'm
I could, like, give you
for
some of my
elf,
clothes.
That'd be like
I mean-
15.
God damn.
I've got
I was
two
like,
sheets of paper.
oh my
Can I
God.
cover myself?
You're at the
Supervisor
market.
diaper.
You can go and buy some new pants. That could be your first goal.
I mean, he doesn't have. He has a lot of, because he has some silver too.
I'll
don't
set
you?
the mood.
I do.
You got some
Well, your
silver,
pants are
too.
still soiled. The majority of what you excreted through your backside has leaked onto the tavern floor is why you were kicked out.
How old are you?
17.
Oh, fuck. How old are you?
I'm 64.
Oh, wait, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Dwarf. Oh, yeah, I was like, holy fuck.
Said dwarves are only like he's like a 30-year-old, I think, by human standards. Because dwarves live 200. Was it 200? 250. I think.
That or 300. I can't remember.
Or if you're super stubborn, you just won't die.
I guess my okay. So here's some like facts. Let's work out what happened then. Like, yes, you took care of me, but when I came to fucking, I was like, oh well, fucking thank you and shit. Like, I guess, and then it's, and then I guess I would have floated you some sort of offer. I'd have been like, I'm actually a priest for the god. For the god Ronald. If you were to tag along with me, I could float some of that luck over your way. We just might come out with some donations.
I'd approve. I'd accept.
And at that moment, Barton's nostrils fill with the scent of excrement.
But first,
Change your britches
Yeah,
first.
but first, I need a change of pants.
Then you find yourselves in the market. Having landed at the river dock, you move straight to the market. The smell is...
And I'm at least sitting 10 feet away from him at all times.
Right. Luckily, he's a tall dwarf, so you might not lose him in the crowd. But there's a chance.
Walking through the crowd, I've tried to like throw it off on people. Like, oh, what's that smell? Was that you, buddy? Oh,
Take an entertainment check.
Ronald, forgive. Do a what?
I said entertainment check. Trying to pass off the lie.
How do I do this again? I can't remember. Like, okay,
Oh,
run us through rolling.
You roll, and you minus that roll from your skill.
Yeah, what is he rolling for?
Holy, oh man, it's
91.
bad. It's bad.
91?
64.
Oh yeah, that's
91?
9 minus what? 9 minus his, like...
That's a 91.
Yeah, but he goes off of your first number, right? So the
91. It's 91.
Okay, so 91 minus my...
Oh, yeah,
what was
cool.
it? My performance?
Yeah, or entertainment.
Entertain.
You said
Okay.
you're 64, right? For age?
28. Subtract 28.
Yeah, he was 60.
It's gonna be like 60 or 70. something.
Negative 6.
He's about
Success
26.
God,
Right.
that's as bad as you can do.
That's not true. I'm pretty sure I could do
You're like
worse.
26 in human years.
What's that?
For age.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So basically,
For me.
nobody's fucking buying it.
For me,
Yeah, the crowd
I'm
kind of
15.
Oh my
moves
god.
away from your character. And not only since you failed so bad in that
Yeah,
role, I'm going to
negative
say that
63.
you have, brushing through the crowd, have gone excrement on people.
I'm just like, oh, I'm
You got
sorry.
some
and I, like,
really
bump
nasty
through, too.
looks, and real big meat-headed like dudes like, what the hell is this? He's looking around for you.
Ronald bless. He does one song. So, yeah, there's a commotion going on in the crowd, I guess, Larry.
Yeah. Barton notices it. He's a little bit away. Yeah, he's eating his lunch. He's doing good.
But, I mean, you would probably see, like,
You
fucking
see a tall,
commotion.
bald-headed man yelling, "What the hell is this?" over the crowd. He's the tallest person in the crowd. And someone has clearly upset him.
Oh, my ever-living God.
So is he gonna have to deal with the person?
I'm gonna have this bald man take a perception check. See. Oh my god. Credit.
Is it good or
You get a
bad?
positive crit.
Oh,
So
oh fuck.
Can
he
I
follows
roll
the
against it?
He follows your trail.
what would you like to do? He sees a trail, a smear trail.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like a crowd, right? I'd like to like strip off what I have left and run like beeline, like try to dodge
gonna
into
try
the
and
crowd.
All right, I guess throw a dodge check. It'll be opposed to his perception check.
Okay, it's gotta be good. Come on, Diane. I keep. Is these the ones I rolled last time? No. Okay.
No. Yeah, they're...
Oh wait, they are. I'm not using these ones like that.
14.
14.
You beat it. Yeah. Even though he follows the trail, he sees a pant leg slip into the crowd. He tries to move through it, but
He just
it
sees like
starts.
what?
All the like grimaced faces from the species having spread everywhere. He's trying to
He
get in
sees
his
my-
way.
He follows the trail to like a pile of like soiled pants just laying there.
Yeah.
Because I've still got my robe and shit. Like I just fucking stripped it off. I was like, oh
Just
shit.
tie off the rope real quick.
He picks up the pants.
Why would he pick them up?
Well, it's pretty dirty around there, anyways. But...
I'll
find
He's a fucking bloodhound.
Get back here, coward! He tosses the pants into the crowd.
Oh, I feel bad for the person it landed on.
Alright, I'm gonna need dodge check, Barton.
Are we being serious?
Yeah,
about this?
Yeah, we can...
Oh no.
Barton being close to the scene and all.
41.
Minus your
30.
So 31.
So that's
3.
11. Negative 11.
Negative 3. How's that?
Oh,
Negative
wait,
11?
What did you roll?
He has 30. Oh yeah,
Which is
that
dodge.
negative 11. So.
Negative 1 is all?
Negative 11.
Alright. You see the pants land right on the face of a lady standing next to you. Maybe a speckle dribbles onto you from the soiled pants, but other than that, you'd have lost sight of what's your character name?
Jebediah.
Jebediah. Jebediah is out of sight now, though.
Shit. Well, I know
He's
there's
got a
some
speckled
naked...
shoulder.
I know there's some naked dude running around, so... Oh, never mind. He has a robe, huh? Shit.
Yeah, you have seen the pants. You know he's somewhere pantsless. That is your hint. You have to find your friend.
No, it's
You don't really have to find him. At this point in time, it's been most a problem. So, like, go ahead and continue your browsing of the market.
Okay, yeah, I need a clothing store, preferably something like the fantasy equivalent of like Ross, dress for less.
I sense this is such a densely packed morning. I will ask for a perception check for find the store, or a gossip if you'd like to ask around. Whatever you think is better.
I don't think.
You will take a penalty
I
of the
was gonna
gossip
say-
being pantsless and still steamy.
Where's perception? Oh, there's. Yeah, I'll take perception. That's fine. Just I'll use my eye holes.
I like how he's just sitting there still eating his lunch.
It's 21. And
Lovely.
I have a total of 41, so positive 2.
It takes you about 10 minutes, but you spot a nice little stall that just, has just a random assortment of rags to pretty nice clothes.
Rags to riches. Is that the name of the stand?
Yeah.
Why
Rags
is
to
he in
riches.
there? Why are you in there, Richard?
What's this one here in the middle? Oh, that looks like it's more on the rag side. Darn.
You see a twirled mustache bald man. He's manning the stall.
Ronald Bless, sir.
He's got a sparkle in his eye, possible makeup.
Possible what? Ronald bless, sir. I seem to be in the market for some new pants.
Oh, certainly.
How much would these? And he points to like one of like the fancier looking pants.
Oh, that'll be about. Shipped it in from Batonia. Shipping costs and 3 gold pieces. You don't look like you have.
Ronald, damn it!
Might I show you this? He points to basically ragged, like a loincloth. This seems more of your style.
He like points like to like a third of the way up from rags to riches. What about in there?
Third of the way up.
Look, that it's actually just like a linear rags to riches.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Well, let me look around, see if there is anything I can find for her. Trying to think of how to play this character. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Pretty new to this stuff still. You have to give me a second.
Am I a pixie looksy? Is that what I am?
What's that?
That's those people that come in, browse around like, oh yeah, and then just leave.
I think he's thinking that. Well, if the loincloth doesn't fit your fancy, we do have a pair of trousers, but by the smell of you, I'm gonna need to see the money now.
It's like,
be about a silver piece.
let me ask you, sir, how has profits been lately? One businessman to another.
Well, businessmen, you say. The smell is getting to him a little.
Businessman, as you say, to the man without any pants on.
Yeah.
Might need to use that paper to wipe yourself, my friend.
I was going to say...
Do you have robes?
Yes, I have actual robes. Like I have my...
Your robes?
Yeah, they have like crosses and shit.
Oh yeah, you got your priestly robes.
Yeah. And I stripped off my pants underneath because I actually do have clothing too. So.
All right, so...
I did.
Like what?
But like it would be like now see if you know what I'm going for here. I happen to be a priest in the service of Ronald, who just so happens to give tiny miracles to small business owners such as yourself.
Oh.
If you were to help a priest out, maybe Ronald could help you out. Brother.
I do wonder how the god Ronald favors a specimen such as yourself. Again, a tear.
I show him my holy icon rings that have like crossed fingers on them.
He's like,
I'm at disadvantage, I know that's for sure.
see, market for some trousers, but you got some pretty nice robes. Might I just divert your attention to the wash? Down the...
Well, don't mind if I do.
and then please return. We'll talk more. All right. Is that
Ronald? Damn it!
I guess so. While he's on his way to the wash, I think. What was your guy doing? Still
I'm
hungry.
looking for lunch.
All right. Throw same story. Would you like to ask around or look around?
Probably look.
Look. Okay, so perception check. It is very busy in Market Square. People all around, hard to see.
Oh, it's a 5.
5? So like a negative 2.
54.
Yeah.
Is that a negative 2 about? Or what's your perception?
38. So yeah.
I didn't know.
Negative 2? Alright, as you were wandering around looking for some food, something that not quite smells nice, but does seem to be the origin of food. It hits your nostrils. It smells like, and you hear, Reich eel! Reich eel! Two brass? Come on. You see a man with skewered Reich eel having just roasted over a simple fire.
I mean,
I love rock eel.
Reich eel ain't bad, my friend.
It's really like fat dude walks up.
A very thin man, possibly has a parasite, is holding the food. He's like, "Whoa, a man of the river. Well, you've had plenty of eel. What do you say? Two bras?" He's very malnourished. It's like, I eat one of these every morning. Keep me fighting fit.
Does he have a fishing rod or anything? Like,
Right. Or you can ask him. Go ahead.
yeah, like, because what if I want to like steal it or something? You know?
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, I'll go fishing myself.
okay. So, as you look around, you don't see any fishing tools. Probably left that stuff down by the river, possibly.
Down
Who knows?
by the river.
He has a very rickety stall. Just a little brazier where it seems to be cooking the eel, and then a crate full of eel behind him, and then a wooden stall, rickety. Has no awning at all. It's just shredded white. And malnourished. He's so malnourished.
Is it the Reich eel?
That's what I'm questioning right now, man.
I'm on this.
And as you sit there, he fades off.
And fades back in. Reich eel!
Reich eel!
I don't think I'm gonna have to accept this.
I think you can steal something. I
Like
don't
when
know.
you just wait for the moment he zones out. And you
Right?
swipe it.
He zones out once again. Snaps to, sees the eel, and starts eating it. He's like, "Ma'am, Reich eel!" She's like, "Oh!" And she tries to make him look. I mean, he is a frightful sight. She's wearing nice clothes, you know. She's like, "Oh, get away!" And he's like, "Ma'am!" He runs after her. Reich eel!
Just forgets his post. You left there.
Can I like? Oh, I don't want
He
to
leaves
ask.
the stall empty, and you can hear him shouting into the crowd. Reich eel! Yeah! Miss!
You know, one of the
Just
tongue
two
guys,
bras?
"Oh, not again."
Reich eel!
Your move,
Do you notice
fancy son.
the eels? A few of them are wiggling.
It's your move, Barton.
The thing is, I'd like to ask, but
I will say there's a stall next to him selling fish. Just kind of witnessing the whole incident.
I'll be happy to go to that stand. That's an option.
Sorry, that's my brother. Fancies the Reich eel, but most of us know, most of us river folk know you need to cook it. You need to bathe it in an acid bath before you cook it.
It's like eating carp.
You need to cook it.
He likes to, he zones out while cooking and doesn't quite,
He says he likes the feeling when they go down.
Yeah. He's had a few too many raw Reich eel. He likes the wiggle. I don't, but that's my brother.
Reich eel, now with wiggle.
He's got a little nicer stand. Got some grilled. Well, he's got some raw fish. Yeah, he hasn't cooked it, but
So what's the cooked fish cost?
I could sell you. There. Well, let's see. Sorry, I got a little sidetrack. It's like, me at this fish stall, I don't really cook the fish. I could sell you some fish, you could cook it. But he did cook some eel. Not sure. Yes. There is an inn down the road. They sell fully cooked meals.
That's gonna be way too much for my price range, my friend.
Oh, nonsense. Well, I wouldn't like to scare you, but they aren't exactly known for having the best quality meals. I've had myself quite a few episodes of the Galloping Trots myself. I stay there, you see. It's near the river. But it's cheap. It's cheap. And it's better than the eels.
I live in a boat down by the river.
It's better than the eels, but yes. So that's your best bet around these parts.
Am I allowed to use your brother's brazier to cook my fish, or no?
I don't see why not. Just when you start hearing him run, you hear him. The eels. If you start hearing eels, might take off.
Run.
Not right. Pretty sure. Yeah.
So how much does your fine fish cost?
My fish? Oh, yeah. It's raw, about a brass a piece.
That's selling cheaper than your brother's stand.
Well, yeah, he's cooking them. He likes his eel. Be honest, he doesn't sell much, but
I'll go ahead and buy one of them, I guess.
all right. A brass penny, please.
So how about that?
You have 20.
Yes, what would I say? Just hand him the brass coin?
Yeah, you don't have to. Just like, all right, you give it. That's it.
He grabs a fish and he hands it to you. And perhaps the inn will cook it for you. Or you go ahead and use the browser. Just watch out. I'll watch out for you. Let's make it quick.
Run.
But do cook it. We know what can go. We know what can come of it.
You've seen it for yourself.
He has butchered them already. They're ready to cook. He's gutted them and all those kind of things.
Some fillets.
All right, go ahead.
So I shall
You'll
proceed to
find
cook the
this.
fish on the brazier.
Let's do a outdoor survival test.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
I don't know.
58. So that's gonna be a -2.
All right, -2. All right, -2s. All right. You the fire isn't so big that you can cook the whole thing, but you've got it. You're cooking the head first. But as you're cooking the head, it's about halfway cooked. You hear, eels! 2 brass! Eels! He's coming. The brother says, oh, you best get going. He has plenty of skewers in his... He's not right.
Oh,
Ask him to distract him. It's your only goal.
He's like, oh,
Only
what's
cook
the...
the head.
He runs into the guy that's like, have you seen the man who wears...
nobody threw those pants though. You don't
I have a
have
feeling
them.
this has something to do with God.
We'll go with just flea.
You're a flea. All right. All right.
I could do with a half-cooked fish.
It's like, cut your disease chances in half, dude.
Yeah. Sure. All right.
Let's go with that.
All right. You get away. He wasn't looking for you, so you kind of just saunter away as he runs up, like, brother. It's like, have you seen my eels? Like, they're in the crate. They haven't moved. I'm like, go.
They're not moving.
Like, what do you mean? Like, have you taken your medication, brother? Go to the apothecary. It's like, no. He makes the eel taste bad. It's like, brother, we've talked about this. The parasites, they're killing you. And you fade off. You fin.
Makes the eel taste bad.
All right, so you made your getaway. You have a half-cooked fish. You do find yourself next to that inn. What's going on with you?
Just finished my lunch.
Also, how about you did see this scene with the eels and all this? You saw. Yeah, you were sitting down enjoying a lunch next to this tavern.
Too.
Next to this tavern, and you see a tall dwarf walk by with a half-cooked fish. You're like, this town is ridiculous.
My God, how does he get this place?
It's not a place for elves.
I can't believe my father sent me here.
Barton does notice an elf. Don't see many elves in the Empire. He's doing this, finishing off his meal.
Dabbing gingerly at the corners of his mouth.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So did you just finish? Is that all you're doing? Yeah, I guess you're good. You're
I have a feeling I was right there anyway. Right where everyone's going to meet, so I was like, right here. Seems like a great lunch spot.
All right, what's Jordan up to, though? He's just made his getaway. He's heard a crazy loon yelling eels after a woman.
God, what is that horrible stench?
Yeah, he's gonna go fucking... You said there was a way to clean himself?
Yeah, he was off to the wash, or he had the option.
Yeah, he's tired of people commenting on it, so...
You walk up to the wash, it's like a wooden building just kind of off to the side, and there's a really old lady bent over with, like, her eyes aren't even open, but she's, like, dunking some stuff into a barrel of water. Reginald!
Yes?
Well, come grab these trousers. They're done. They're clean. Hang them up.
He's like... grabs up. Yes, dear.
And that moment you see a younger woman, most likely daughter, Mother! Where are the pants?
He's already at the door. He's already at the door.
No, he still hasn't cleaned himself yet.
No,
He's obtained the
He's
obtained the breeches. He just doesn't look clean.
The breeches were soaked in the lavender water, you know. They smell well.
Can I
Possibly
find,
can mask your
like,
scent.
a deep, dank alleyway somewhere and just go fucking use one of my pieces of paper and clean myself up?
Sure.
Is that an option?
Sure. It is parchment. It's like thicker paper, right? I don't even know if that would be any kind of outdoor survival.
Out into a river. Or a pond.
Can I argue gamble? Because it's a gamble if my finger pokes through.
This will be a easy.
That's a 9.
And a 5.
That's a 0, isn't it?
59.
Oh, that's
But
a 50?
it is easy, so plus 20, so you get like an even 0. So you accomplish your goal. I mean, you're not...
in dire consequence.
You don't smell awful anymore, but you look poor. Like, it is apparent that you don't have much money.
You don't look poor, but...
You've got soaking trousers.
It's hard to...
They haven't quite dried yet, but you've got a pair of soaking trousers.
Yeah, so he's gonna fucking wring him out and
Slap those moist babies on.
start swinging them around. You know what? Yeah, I'll fucking slap those moist babies on, yeah. And then he'll like do like a fucking pride at like a fucking he'll do like a better than you walk past the stand. Looks like Reynolds blessed me again. Looks like I don't have to buy pants. Too bad, too. Those look like a good pair of pants.
That alley. Oh, are you talking to the one?
Yeah, the guy. Like, he's just walking by casually, like, saying this.
He's like,
The stand.
the man just, he knows something's not right. He's like, well. He goes about his tailoring duties.
Alright, I want to knock him out. No, I'm just kidding.
The alley you changed behind happened to be the tavern, where everyone kind of is. As you guys are all kind of doing your business, you do notice a very nice stall in the center of a big bustle of people, kind of the center of the center of the Market Square. So I couldn't think that one. It's got beautiful... here it is. A brightly colored stall stands out in a heaving marketplace. Near the middle of the hustle and bustle, a striped tarpaulin stands a glassmaker's stall. Under the awning, spinning glass sculptures reflect light in all directions, catching the eye. Drinking goblets with twin-tailed comets cunningly worked into their depths stand on the freestand shelves. Between these fanciful sculptures of monsters, fairies, knights, and dragons prowl. It says, Heskin's Dragon Glass, and it doesn't take an evaluate test to instantly recognize master artisan.
Thank you so much for listening to Dungeon-Eels. If you'd like to support us, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and cook your eels. Thank you.